Unpopular opinion. Shout out to iCloud. Let's get it.
That will probably piss you off. At least half of Sabrina Carpenter's audience doesn't care about her music. They just think she looks good. As a matter of fact, this isn't just for Sabrina Carpenter. This is for a good amount of female artists in general. But I'm using her as an example. Now, welcome. Before you say I'm wrong, what's the first thing that you think about when you think of Sabrina Carpenter? As a matter of fact, let me answer that for you. You don't think of espresso. You think of her doing those sex positions on stage. Prove my point, egg.
Well, no. If you actually a fan of Sabrina Carpenter, you pay attention to her music, then you paying attention to her actual music. You wouldn't. Like the poses are just an additive.
Exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. Her music is cool. It's alright.
I do have an argument to make though. I think that people that are traditionally attractive do just get over. That's part of the privilege. Like you don't have to be quite as talented. And even if you are talented, a lot of people are still going to overlook you because you're attractive. I mean, a lot of people deem that Chris Brown is, conventionally attractive. And so no matter what he does in his own personal time, the fact that the dude is talented and attractive just adds to it. You know what I mean? A lot of artists, like let's say for example Beyonce, extremely talented, but she's additionally attractive. So like it also works in your benefit. So you just become catapulted into stratosphere. Unfortunately, like I mean, there's some people that of course in the entertainment field that talent supersedes attractiveness. But if you're attractive, then hey, there's an extra bonus for you.
It's decent. It's listenable. At the same time, we all know of Sabrina Carpenter because of her crazy antics, not because of her music.
I disagree. I know that she's an artist.
Hell, I'll probably listen to an Olivia Rodrigo song before I listen to Sabrina Carpenter. Again, don't think it's bad, just don't care. And you most likely don't care either. Hell,
Right.
because most of her audience doesn't really care about her breakups, they just care about her ass cheeks, and they're trying to see those over her getting her heart broken. Game is game, ball is ball. Next one. Number 2, being weird on social media is only cool if you're attractive. Just being honest, I don't like that.
Yeah. Everything is only cool if you're attractive. Like I just mentioned, bro, you can be the worst person ever, but if you're attractive, you're cool. I mean, we've seen literal mugshots go viral because people believe them to be attractive, so they're like, oh, I'll bail you out.
This is true, but it is true. I'm gonna keep it a bean. For instance, if somebody like Quinn Blackwell wasn't fine as people would think she's a literal psychopath. And the same thing with Ted Bundy. Like imagine linking with
People do think that she's strange. What do you mean?
a girl and she had a teeth collection in her drawer. You would think she's insane, right? Now imagine if that girl looked like Ash Cash. Now all of a sudden she's just quirky. My point proven exactly. Next up. Thing number 3. People need to stop being embarrassed so much and just live life. But just because you have a rip in your pants doesn't mean it's the end of the world. People need to be more comfortable with being humans, not robots.
I don't know now. And nowadays when it comes to social media, like you can do something embarrassing and people can catch it on video. Like you walk down the stairs, you fall, then now you the meme for the next 10 years to do that fell down the stairs.
Let yourself be a fuck up. And instead of being embarrassed, laugh at it and move on with your life like everybody else does. Like nowadays, people are too scared to dance at a party. Brother, that's the whole point of being here, to dance. I promise you, nobody thinks that you're cooler by standing on the wall trying to oroform. Live life, Chad. The hoes are not impressed.
That's not new though. People have been doing that for a long time.
And also, most of the time, nobody really cares about your Instagram flick. So wear what you want and just post what you want. Stop caring about other people. You're not an influencer. You're a human being. Stop trying to act like one. Thing number 4, fist fighting should only be reserved for actual serious conflict. If it's anything besides that, then talk it out like real men. Or like a real woman. Let's be inclusive. Like if fighting is the first...
Dudes not fighting no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes feel disturbed by something that was said and they reach for the waist.
First thing you want to do after you get into a disagreement, I'm gonna be honest, you need to grow up. Like honestly, that just stopped being cool after high school, bro. Like nobody cares that you want to fight. We're grown adults. Learn to talk out disagreements. The only time you should honestly fight is to defend yourself or defend your family. Besides that, you're doing a little bit too much. Just talking out like decent human being. Fighting is just pointless. Thing number 5, height doesn't matter unless you're a professional athlete. Unless you're trying to guard LeBron or get massaged like Deshaun. Height doesn't really matter in your life. Let's keep it.
You saying that in like your life. Now, like, I feel you. But this is only from your vantage point. I agree. I mean, if you're not a pro, then height doesn't matter the same way. But I mean, it can in certain circumstances. I'm sure. Like if you're, let's say, doing manual labor, that the guy that's maybe taller can accomplish certain tasks, or maybe the best fit for this scenario. But I'm sure in most scenarios that it doesn't quite matter the same way that somebody who's like 6'9" would benefit them playing basketball. So I agree with that. But like if women are like, I want the taller person, then it does not matter anymore. If like the woman says, I want the more fit dude, you know what I'm saying? It matters. It does, but I do agree with them in the grand scheme of things. Like, you being 6 feet versus you being 5'9" doesn't really matter much in the real world. Other than, I guess, some people might be like, oh, this person's more attractive because they're taller. That's it.
Yeah, women care about it theoretically, but at the same time, as long as you're masculine, women don't really care about it. They just say they do. I seen a 5'4" guy pull a 6'4"
absolutely.
the same day he met her, and the only thing he did was just be himself. But also, he had confidence. When you really it really doesn't matter how tall you are. Keep that in mind to all of my short niggas out there. Height doesn't matter.
Yeah, but like if you're talking about like a bunch of dudes that's like running around bragging, oh yeah, I'm 6'5", I'm 6'1", I'm six, like then yeah, like that's weird. What are you bragging about that for?
Guard Steph Curry, I'm not gonna lie to you. Next one, I'd rather trust a bad person who's honest about who they are than a quote unquote good person who lies a lot. Honesty is very valuable, and in my opinion, I'd rather trust a bank robber who's gonna tell me he robbed a bank than a financial advisor who steals money from me on the low. At the end of the day,
Is that an unpopular opinion? What? Someone who's doing bad things yet is honest about the bad things that they're doing versus the person who's doing bad things and lying about it. You would trust the person who's honest about it. That's not an unpopular opinion.
At the end of the day, they're both thieves, but at least one admitted. Nobody's perfect, and people try to betray that they're perfect all the time. So don't trust the people who do, and trust the people who are honest about who they are, even if they're not the best person. Because in all reality, nobody's perfect. And the people who try to betray that they're perfect are the real ones that need to be watched at all times. Next up, war is the stupidest thing ever, and instead of innocent men dying for leaders who don't care about them, those same leaders should duke it out to a battle of the death instead.
Now that's an unpopular opinion. I mean, if you look at all of history, that has not been true. So, don't know how you were going to rewrite history. People have been going to war since the beginning of time for the smallest things. War isn't necessarily about a disagreement between two leaders, but it's about power.
And I guarantee a lot less wars would happen.
Dominion.
Plus, that would be entertaining. I mean, imagine.
And in the modern times, you want to watch 60 and 7-year-old men duke it out. What are them duking it out going to mean? There's obviously a governmental structure or a power structure or a parliamentary structure under them. It wouldn't matter. Let's say Donald Trump and another country's president or leader were to duke it out. If one of them were to lose, what would happen? There's still things in place like vice presidents, etc. What would that really matter? What would they do? And if these dudes are fighting, and I guess the winner or loser would then have to face repercussions based on the loss of that fight. Why are the rest of us suffering because these two people fought? I'm not sending Donald Trump to fight for me.
Trump and the president of China just duking it out for the ones that would be peak entertainment. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. And I'm totally not bringing that up because of a recent controversy that's happening in the world right now. Stop involving innocent people into your battles. Because I promise you, I have no problem with any other country except ours. And I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me, especially the soldiers that are fighting for your country. So be a man and go fight yourself. Just like back in the medieval days, the kings always led their soldiers to battle. What changed? Next up, I'd rather an all-natural 7 out of 10 than a BBL plastic 10 out of 10. In all honesty, real beauty isn't makeup and lip fillers.
Well then, hold on. You just contradicted yourself. If you don't like BBLs and plastic, then the woman can't be a 10 out of 10.
Is stretch marks and bad acne. I don't want to see you at your best. I want to see you at your lowest because I still find you attractive. And a lot of times I find you more attractive because I don't want to love an IG baddie. I want to love a real person. And sometimes women don't understand that, but y'all should because it will save y'all a lot of stress. Because I promise you the beauty standards that y'all try to set on yourselves, y'all are setting on yourselves. A lot of guys just don't care. As long as we can find a good girl who actually loves and cares about us, who we personally...
It's not true. I do agree that, your character and who you are at your core matters a lot more than your physical attractiveness. I mean, if you look at people, they were all going to get old. Once you get past 30 or whatever the case may be, we all get old. We all get wrinkly. We all start losing our hairlines, whatever. I mean, yes, like attractiveness is a crucial part of a relationship, but you have to be attracted to who they are at their core because there's plenty of people that are single perpetually.
When we find attractive, we're going to be straight. You don't have to...
But, yeah, true. Like, if you're trying to tell women, don't worry about your attractiveness, that's a lie. Don't tell them that.
Big titties, big ass, and big lips. I don't care. I guarantee most guys don't care either, especially the man for you. Stop trying to please all of us and please the one that's meant for you. And the only way you can please him is by being yourself. That is what he will like, not Kylie Jenner. Like I said earlier, I guarantee half of the pressure you put on yourself is put on you by other women. And you shouldn't try to please other women by looking good. You want to please yourself or the guy you want. So stop caring. I promise you, women be so jealous of other pretty women. It's so weird. So lock the again. Next.
You literally just...
Except school is just programming for you to be a worker. You go to school from 7 to 3 and you work a job from 9 to 5. Do the math. They want you to be a worker, not a human. Because when you really think about it, half the information we learn in school we don't really need. And they're really just giving us work so they can teach.
Y'all, like, a lot of people push this information. Like, that's the problem. That's why we have a bunch of people walk around on today with no common sense. Because these people don't understand simple facts about life. People don't understand governmental structures that they taught us in school. People don't understand small concepts about money. People don't understand history. People don't understand slavery. People don't understand math. People don't understand English. And majority of y'all are tending to talking about how we did things that we didn't really have to worry about. I mean, bro, y'all out there failing PE. No wonder majority of America's obese today. But I do agree that, it was easy programming, quick and easy. Let's get you an 8-hour shift every day, so you're prepared for your 8-hour shift in life.
These good work ethics, and when we get to our jobs, we're actually grinding. When we get burnt out, we're used to it because we did it all throughout high school. Plus, outside of elementary school,
I don't think that's a
school
bad
doesn't
thing.
allow you to be creative. And one of the most important things for a human to do is be creative. Creating life is the best feeling. And school doesn't allow you to be creative. And
What do you mean school doesn't allow you to be creative? What are you talking about? What are you saying? You literally, what? Most public schools will offer you the opportunity to, like even public schools, bro. You could do multiple clubs. You can go start a club. You can petition to start a club. There's art classes. You can do all types of stuff. What are you talking about? Everybody's got an art program, an art school. Like you have an art class. What are you saying right now? You can absolutely be creative. Everybody's got music, band. What are you saying? Can't be creative.
one of the most important things for a human to do is be creative. Creating life is the best feeling in the world. Literally, that's why it feels so good. And creating something and bringing it into this world is one of the best feelings you can ever feel. But school draws you away from that and puts you in an office chair. Quite literally. Which is
What are you talking about?
why I just think it's a glorified prison disguised as beneficial. And I'm not just saying that because I'm unemployed. I'm really just saying that because, well, I am unemployed. But I'm unemployed because I chose to be a creator, like I was always meant to
So you're employed.
be. Which is why I get an amount of people who hate school because they want to be creators, not work.
No, people don't hate school because they want to be creators. People hate school because they don't like mundane tasks, nor can they follow instruction, nor can they fit under structure. What are you talking about? People would want to be a creator because you have an opportunity to create your own schedule. You have an opportunity to wake up when you want to, go to sleep when you want to. At the end of the day, you still have to put in the work similar to anybody else. It's not easy being a creator, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everybody would do it. Most people would probably do it and then take on the life of a relatively successful creator versus doing a job they don't necessarily care themselves about, because everybody has to pay bills. And if you can pay the bills doing it in a way that you might find more attractive to you, you'd rather do that.
Workers. But some people are really good at being workers, so they just end up doing that. There's nothing really wrong with that. It's just what you want
What do you mean everybody's good at being a worker? Everyone is working. You're working, making this video.
to do with your life. Plus, you can work a job and still create on the side. I ain't gonna lie. But if you were wondering why you don't like school, it's because you don't like working. At least for somebody else's dream, not yours. Next up.
Everybody uses that as a cop out too. I hate that cop out. I work for myself. I gotta work. I can't work for nobody else. It's a lie. Most people just in reality cannot work. You don't understand structure. You can't take heed. You can't take guidance from anybody. You lack governing.
Shorts is L-fashion. I'm gonna keep it a beam. I will never get jiggy with wearing jean shorts. I will either wear jeans or shorts. Mixing the two just doesn't work, especially when they're very long. It just looks like you just dropped in from the 2000s. I get that's the whole point, but at the same time, I'm not really a 2000s type of fashion type of guy. When you really think about it, we're really going back to the 2000s style of fashion. Everyone's wearing back.
Twin just talked about creativity, and then now you saying that nobody can do this type of stuff.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. We're really just flip-flopping at this point because I swear 5 years ago, everybody wanted to wear skinny jeans. Now you get called gay if you wear something that slightly hugs your thighs. Like, bro, I remember a time where you got called homeless for wearing baggies. Now it's popular. I ain't gonna lie. It's crazy. Not hating, no judging, though. It's just crazy. Next up, anime is the best genre of television right now. And I'm gonna be honest, this is my personal opinion, but this is also kind of facts right now. I don't care about Love Island. I don't care about The Bachelor. And I for damn sure don't care about no freaky-ass Too Hot to Handle. All I care about is Solo Leveling, Dan to Dan, and Windbreakers, bro. If you're not watching these three anime, you're missing out. Now, I'm not just throwing shots at reality TV. Regular TV, well, it's actually been pretty good, but I just think anime's better. I mean, I can't lie. Abbott Elementary is a cool comfort show. Forever on Netflix was low-key eating. And The Last of Us was good until they this season. I'm not gonna lie. But honestly, anime's just kind of peaking right now, and hopefully it keeps going on this run because I don't want to take the age like Michael B. Jordan's secret signature milk. If you can't guess what I'm talking about his name. Last but not least, NBA playoffs is way better than NFL playoffs, but NBA season is far worse than NFL season. And it's not close, I'm not gonna lie. If you need proof for this, just look at this year. Nobody cared about the NBA until the playoffs hit, and now it's the biggest thing in the world right now besides soccer. And in my opinion, NBA
You're comparing something that has like what is it 18 weeks in NFL to 82 games in NBA. Yeah, people aren't gonna care. You have 82 games. The same reason a lot of people are not gonna care too much about the MLB regular season. There's too many games. If you're a true fan, you're gonna be a true fan. But to the casual fan, you're more likely to pay attention to the one time that these teams play each other in the NFL versus the one of 4, 5, 6 times even. I think we saw the Pacers and Bucks play.
is just better than the NFL playoffs. It just is. Because the NFL playoffs isn't bad, but it's just okay. And nobody really cares until it's the Super Bowl anyway. so it's just kind of like whatever. But the NFL season though, see that's peak right there. Partly because of red zone betting, and it's just a vibe. It's just football.
It's just a vibe.
Honestly, feel like this because of how many games are played. But I have to say no.
Yeah.
The NBA season was shorter. I feel like low key it would go bad for the NFL season, but it's just too many games to really care. But for some reason in the playoffs, it's just perfect. It's just the perfect amount.
You gotta
I feel like this is the
understand
same
too,
for college
the type of
football
sport
and
it
basketball
is.
too. March Madness, yay. Regular
Yeah.
season, no. College football season, yay. Postseason, yeah. So I appreciate y'all for watching. Go follow the Twitch if you want to see me yet more. Follow my second channel.
Hey, shout out to the Cloud. There's a Sabrina Carpenter take it so facts. I mean, again, if you're an attractive woman, then you're just more likely to get notoriety. And someone who's 5 feet, no facts. Animation channel, especially this year so far, the indie scene has been really good. The 2020s have had some good animated shows. And 16-year-old girl's been struggling with body standards and dysmorphia since 10-11. I wanted to please both sides. I really needed to hear this. I can definitely understand the social struggle. It's a 5'5" guy myself. But the shorts, kings, and queens must stick together. Comments is displayed as unpopular opinions.